Hello, what's going on, my friend? Today I'm going to share with you mistakes that are making your butt smaller. When most people embark on their weight loss journey, they hope to see lots of changes in their body, like losing belly fat, losing arm fat, and losing thigh fat. But most people don't anticipate their butt becoming smaller. But it does become small because the butt is both a muscle and it also has fat. So when you're losing fat all over your body, you're also going to lose fat in your butt. But it doesn't mean that you have to lose your butt. If you avoid the mistakes that I'm about to share with you, you'll be able to lose belly fat, you'll be able to lose arm fat while actually building your butt muscles. Let's dive right in. The first mistake you must avoid is doing too much cardio. Are you a cardio addict? Well, I have good news. Cardio is amazing. It can help improve your cardiovascular health, strengthen your bones, and most importantly, help you lose excess fat. But cardio is not good for building muscle mass. So if you want to gain muscle mass, not just in your butt, but also in your arms, chest, and any other body part, cardio is not going to help. So you want to combine cardio with other forms of exercise, more specifically with strength training. And if you're going to do cardio, do it a maximum of 3 times a week. Then the second mistake you want to avoid is doing the wrong exercises and also a lack of intensity. Have you been doing lunges and squats to build your butt muscles? These are not the best exercises. Yes, they are amazing, but they also target your quadriceps, your hamstrings, and other muscles. So what you want to do is do exercises that mainly target your butt muscles. And I'm going to share these exercises before the end of this video. The other mistake you must avoid is lack of intensity. Maybe you're doing glute bridges, which are an amazing exercise, but you're only doing 20 sets or 20 reps a day. That's not enough. You need volume and you also need intensity. And I'll talk about that later on. Number 3 is unrealistic expectations. You have to be very realistic when it comes to building muscle mass. Realize that you need a lot of patience because muscle gain doesn't happen overnight. And when I hear people who are worried about becoming bulky from strength training, they don't understand just how much time and work it takes to build muscle mass. So you have to be patient and you have to be realistic as well. If you are someone who has a medium-sized butt or a small butt, don't expect to look like J-Lo after 3 months. It may take longer or it may never happen. If you have a small butt, expect to have a medium butt, but don't expect to have a J-Lo butt. And this is because of genetics, obviously. If you're someone who comes from a family where you don't have big butts, you're not going to have a very big one. But you can still make it bigger from where it is right now. Then the fourth mistake you want to avoid is under-eating. Now, for you to lose weight, you have to maintain a calorie deficit. But if you maintain an extreme deficit, what tends to happen is you lose both muscle mass and fat. And that means you lose fat and muscle even in your butt. And that is going to make your butt much smaller. So what you want to do is maintain a moderate deficit so that you're able to build and maintain muscle mass as you lose weight. Then the fifth mistake is sitting for long hours. You've probably heard the saying that sitting is the new smoking. And the reason for this saying is because sitting has so many adverse health effects. It's not good for your posture, it's not good for your back, and it's also not good for your butt. Because when you sit for long hours, your butt muscles become weak and they also become tight. So what you want to do is stretch every day after sitting. Stretches that are targeting your butt. And you also make sure that you target your butt muscles every day. And one of the best things that you can do is do glute bridges right after getting out of bed. And sometimes you can even do glute bridges in bed because they are an exercise you do while lying on your back. Then number 6 is not eating enough protein. I've talked about this before. Protein is essential for maintaining muscle mass and also building muscle mass. So if you want to have a bigger butt, if you want to maintain muscle mass, you have to get adequate protein. And that means eating protein in every meal. Now, I won't go into detail when it comes to this. So if you need advice on diet, just click my diet plan, which shows you exactly what to eat in every meal. I mean, just click the link in the description and you'll be able to access this diet plan. Now I'm going to demonstrate for you the 4 exercises that you need to do to build a bigger, stronger, and even more flexible butt. Let's look into the exercises. Now I'm going to demonstrate to you the 4 exercises you need to build a bigger, stronger, and a rounder butt. For this exercise to work, you need 2 things. The first one is proper form. So make sure you observe how I'm doing the exercises. The second thing is resistance. That can be weights or it can be a resistance band. Whatever you use, make sure that there's enough resistance and the exercise is actually challenging to you. If you're using weights, make sure that the weights are very heavy in a way that you're only able to do 10 reps. Same with the resistance band. This is a light one, but you need a heavyweight one. Now, the first exercise is glute bridges. So with glute bridges, you just lie on your back, bring your knees closer to your butt, and then place the weights here, then lift your butt. So at this point, rest for 2 seconds. Pause for 2 seconds, then lower your butt. Then raise again. Pause. The weights must be heavy. This is not challenging for me at all because these are 3 kgs, but this is just for demonstration purposes. Now, if you have a resistance band, what you can do is you can put it like this. Now, it needs to be longer than this one. I've already tied this one. So it needs to be, then you lift your butt while the band is still on the floor, while you're pressing it against the floor, like that. So that is the first exercise, glute bridges. One of the best exercises. But if you're a complete beginner and you have weak glutes, you can just do without weights. But ideally, you want to do the exercise with weights if you want to see significant growth in your glutes. And the next exercise is lifting your leg, rear leg raises. So you get in all fours and then extend one leg, straighten one leg, then like this. You see? So the goal here is to lift the leg as high as possible while keeping it straight. Don't bend your knee. Straight, raise, lower, raise, lower. Now, if you don't have a band, what you can do is you can use ankle weights. But make sure you add some resistance to the exercise. For complete beginners, just do it like this. But this is not going to do much, honestly. Now, with these exercises, you also want to do volume. So one of the best things that you can do is doing them in the morning. So when you wake up in the morning, just do, let's say 50 reps. Then you do that every morning. Then the next exercise is side leg raises. So with this one, you raise like this. Now this is so important because we are targeting muscles that are normally ignored. That is the gluteus medius and the gluteus minimus, which are located here, and also your hip muscles. So with this one, you want to raise the leg as high as possible. Then slowly lower. Like that. For beginners, just do like this. Then finally, we are going to do the hip thrust. Now, I'm not big on this exercise, but It's one of the best exercises for the glutes. So you start in this position with heavy weights, obviously. You can even use a barbell. Then you squeeze down. Now you can just do it slowly, but as you hear, the exercise is hip thrust. So it means you thrust like that, with heavy weights, of course. And if you do these 4 exercises and do them consistently, even if you're maintaining a calorie deficit, you'll be able to tone and build your butt. So start doing them. You can even create a routine that has only these 4 exercises, where you do 3 sets of each, maximum number of reps for each set. That is it. If you do these exercises and avoid the mistakes that I've just shared with you, you'll be able to build a bigger, stronger, and a rounder butt. Now, if you need help with weight loss, click the link in the description right now to get the 6 weeks weight loss challenge. This is a lifestyle change, not a quick fix diet plan. So check it out right now. I'll see you in the next video.